Okay. Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Shivangi. Me and my team members are going to present the case study on tender greens. Can they keep the green promise in beef sourcing? Tender Green is a fast casual chain of restaurant that is founded in California by Rich Hersher and David Dresser and Mark Lehman. The company was founded on the principle of purchasing all its products directly from local farmers. They have a good relations with farmers, so they provide a high quality of beef at a relatively low price. In February 2018, Tender Green planned to expand its fast casual chain of restaurants outside of California in highly competitive New York City restaurant market. The main objective of Tender Green was to provide the sustainable quality beef to the restaurant. Scaling up a brand was not so easy, but so Tender Green faced so many problems in order to expand their business. The problems further will be discussed by our further team member Vivek Kumar.
Thank you, Shivangi. Myself, Vivek Kumar. I am further proceeding with the problems which was faced by this organization. So, Tender Green faced the problem of beef sourcing twice, first in 2011 and then in 2015. A growing number of US millennials who preferred beef that was ethically sourced and locally produced are driving up demand for beef. Growing a brand was never simple with 10 to 20 restaurants that relied on perishable goods. So the quality control was manageable. However, could a business maintain the same high standard with 30 or 60 restaurants? So, Aditya, can you change the slides? Yes, thank you. So the first problem is shortage of grassland. So according to the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, the US season and the scarcity of grassland made it difficult to produce a significant amount of grass-fed beef year round. Then the business was rapidly growing. The other problem was the business was rapidly growing. Tender green business was expanding quickly due to that tender green was insufficient to meet the growing demand of sustainable beef. And the third problem was increased consumer awareness. As consumer became more informed and preferred to purchase organic goods, Tender Green was forced to source grass finished beef as well. Then demand could not be satisfied by the local market. And the fourth and last one is local and sustainable sourcing model, in which the Tender Green source all its raw material from local market, which provide the beef at low price, in which, however, the nearly 2 month process required to produce sustainably grown beef was insufficient demand to meet demand. So this was the problems which was faced. So these all are the problems which was faced during the session in 2011 and 15. So the next will be proceeding by the other team member. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aditya, and I will be explaining the recommendations that Tender Green should undertake in order to expand to the East Coast. They should use a hybrid sourcing strategy, which would involve a centralized decision-making process and operational implementation. The first recommendation is strategic focus. If Tender Greens uses a hybrid sourcing strategy, they will be able to maintain and accomplish their strategic objective of obtaining grass-fed beef close to home. This objective can easily be maintained because this model is centrally managed. Second recommendation is effective sourcing from local sources. With a hybrid business model, Tender Greens can establish strong relationships with regional East Coast farmers, artisans, wineries, breweries, and other businesses. They could purchase things more affordably thanks to this. Restaurants on the East Coast would be run by managers, allowing for better coordination and communication with regional material suppliers as well as development of wholesome relationships. The third recommendation is speed of response. Since the restaurant manager oversees the business, they can communicate quickly with all the parties involved, including clients, staff members, and suppliers of raw materials. The fourth and final recommendation is the geographical, cultural, political, environmental, social, language, and currency factor. Once the restaurant is decentralized or the restaurant manager is given the authority to manage the unit, the appropriateness can be maintained. Now the results and outcomes will be explained by Shaurav.
Hi, this is Shaurav, and I'm going to explain about the discussion part in this Green Thunder case. Influence of stakeholders on CEO's decisions. Owners' goal to achieve high quality and sustainable product. Awareness of consumer about the practices of the beef industry. The customer are about the practices of the food industry. Demand for consistent, high quality beef by chefs. The chefs are constantly asking for good quality of beef to provide high standard of foods. Customers' taste and preferences. The preferences of foods free from hormones. The shrinking US beef market. The US beef market is shrinking, creating the need of for imports. Now the conclusion would be discussed by Jasdeep. Thank you.
Thank you, Saurabh, to hand over me this presentation part. And hello, Professor. This is Jasdeep Singh, and I proceed with the conclusion of this green tender green topic. All of my team members explain very well all its per part, and by the conclusion, going through this examination of case, all members of group agree that Tender Green should establish a centralized distribution system and conduct market research in new markets before expanding. Also, we think we should price for East Coast expansion by lowering price in new market. Furthermore, Tender Greens could easily expand into new market, and reaching demand in new market would help the restaurant properly price its food. Uh, Lastly, the lowering price of new market would increase tender screen competitiveness and food demand. So this is all about the our topic tender green. Hope you guys all get enough knowledge about this team. Thank you all members. ब्रो 10 मिनट से ऊपर तो नहीं गया
पता नहीं यार.
देखो फिर मेरे अकॉर्डिंग चला गया है ऊपर चेक करो एक बार